Okay, so I have this great nipple here, which should go, and I've got my pressure meter here. So this fits in perfectly, like that. And now just, let's see what happens. Whoa! So that doesn't work. Hey guys, welcome back to another Chief Pep video. This week we're gonna continue on the motor scooter, and yeah, what we're gonna do is the front fork, the front brake calipers, and we're gonna investigate and inspect the liquid cooling system, because I think there is a leakage somewhere. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, so to refill your front fork, you need to take out this white cap. And this white cap is attached or is pressed out by the spring which is inside your front fork. So you need to press in the white cap, and then there is this sort of like a circlip inside which holds the cap from going out. Now if you see this video,
push down the fork top cap and remove the circlip. Remove the top cap with its O-ring.
you see that it should be very easy to just press it in, take out the circlip and get it out. Well, I can tell you, after like 12 years, this cap is stuck enormously. So I need something else to press it in. But if I put it in my hydraulic press, the whole inner fork will be pressed in, which is not what's supposed to be happening. So I need to hold this and then press it in. And in my vise, I cannot press. I cannot give enough tension. So what I did is I adjusted my hydraulic press to make sure that I can get the white cap out. And well, pressing in the cap is one thing and getting out the circlip, but then getting the white cap out of there is also really hard because it's really tight in there. I've done it with the one fork, don't ask me how, but I will show you how I do it with this other fork. So now the trick is to get the white thing out, and that's not just like pulling it out. I need to lower the inner fork to press it out. First I'll try to give it a little bit of press that I maybe can press it out like this. Comes out a bit. Just pressing it, giving it some tension. There it goes. See? Now I can use just my pliers to get them out. That could maybe work. You know these tools? And then put it in the vise. Unbelievable. Finally. Unbelievable. Isn't that idiotic? I was double checking and I found this dodgy forum and they were talking about the Piaggio and the Piaggio front forks, and they found out that it's 230 milliliters. Yes, 230 milliliters which should go in there. And so of course always check your manual. It's not in the manual, and they found it out in a different way. So I'm gonna add 230 milliliters in there for each front fork, and then we're on the spec. And it's perfect. That's how it should move. Perfect. And while we're here, let's also do those front brakes. Even though it braked pretty well, because I did that the last time, I can't remember, but let's check them anyway. So now that the calipers are done, I also have this thing with the front end, and which is the coolant, because as you can see, the coolant is absolutely empty. Now I want to make sure that there's nothing going on in the front side, what is wrong, could be a leakage. I see this here. I think this is just a certain amount of dirt. I don't think it's a leaking radiator, although it could be. I'm not sure. What I do know is that the rear here has some strange signs. I hope you can see. So this should be a motor there which pumps the coolant through the engine, and there's a lot of leakage signage there. So I've ordered a few parts here. For instance, this tube here, and also a new gasket around there. So this is when I'm going to start the rear and when I've got my parts in. But in the meantime, since the front end is open now, I can easily access the front. So I'm going to undo all this plastic, and I'm going to check what's going on there with the radiator. So at first glance, I don't see any real strange things. Maybe here I see some corrosion, but really, here's a dent here, but nothing to be too worried about here. I also see that that hose is a bit on the low side, but less on there. So maybe I should refit this hose here, but on the other hand, looks pretty okay. Maybe it was just a small leakage here and there, but I don't think so. I really think it's in the rear. Maybe I should perform some kind of compression test on the radiator. To be honest, I haven't ever done that before, so I have to look into that, how to do that. But my first impressions are okay, I guess. Clean that up a bit while I'm here at it. One thing's for sure, to work on motor scooters is a hell due to all the plastic works. Okay, so to test where the leakage is in my system, I'm first going to try to do this my own way without any special tools. So what I'm going to try to do is, if I'm right, this is an overflow hose here. I'm going to take off the overflow hose. I'm going to add just an open hose on there. I'm going to put a little bit of air pressure in. The air pressure should be, it's on the end cap here. If I'm right, if I understood right, we'll need to focus there. There will be 1.1 psi on there. The cam is a little bit dodgy with focusing. There should be 1.1 on the end cap there. So that should be the maximum pressure. Well, I'm just going to add a little bit of pressure, a little bit, because if there's a leakage, and there will be a leakage, because why is the system empty otherwise, I will hear and see maybe the leakage. I'm going to fill it with just water, because I'm going to drain the system anyway and put some coolant in, and I don't want to waste any coolant. So I'm going to add some water in the system. Then I'm going to put some pressure in there, and I'll see or hear where the coolant will come out. And as I told you, I think the coolant will be here in the back at the kind of the motor here. But it also could be that the radiator is leak. Let's hope not, because I know that radiators are quite expensive. So yeah, let's search for a hose and add that to the top. So I took off my my return hose. This one is a little bit big, so let's see if I have a better fitting one, because I'm not going to use any clamps. Just going to add it like that. Just so it fits well. Let's see, this works, I guess. I'm going to add some pressure there, and now I'm going to fill it with some water. The system, of course, I'm going to drain it as well, but now it's just for the test. So let's get some water. Let's just hope that this will work. Don't know how much I should fill it. I have no idea. Let's just start and try, and we'll just see what happens. Great. Okay, so I have this great nipple here, which should go, and I've got my pressure meter here. So this fits in perfectly, like that. And now just, let's see what happens. Whoa! So that doesn't work. I thought that was the return valve. My goodness, did you see that? I thought that was the return valve. But still, what if I close this one real tight? Then maybe it would work. Maybe if I put a little bit of pressure, try to close this with my thumb, really little bit. So I hear something, but it's the cap. Whoa! The cap wasn't tight enough. Okay, so a lot of water there. I'm gonna try again with, I can't find anything, so I think the best way to keep this closed is just by pressing it with my finger. And I have to make sure I let the air out again via the system. Okay, so here we go. There's pressure there in the system. It's around 1 bar psi. 1 bar, I mean. Sounds okay. This works pretty okay, but the thing is, the question is the water going the right way? Maybe there's no water going into the system, so maybe I'm gonna try and put pressure in here. Maybe that's different. I don't know. But let's just try. I don't think so actually, but because it's a closed circuit, so let's try. Aha. Okay. So that's coming from underneath. Pressure again. No leakage at all. And in the back here, So if something would be leaking, I am quite sure that I would see it. Okay, I got something maybe here. I'm gonna try again, but it could be because of the waste of the water. I think the test is working. The test is working. I'm gonna do it one more time the other way, because I saw something down here, but I want to make sure that that was because of the spill I had before. Something is dripping. Man, what a mess. I want to try to show you guys. I thought there was something there. Also want to check this. Some extra water in there. So we have quite some water in there. Make sure to clean this up. No. Okay. Something is leaking here. Don't want anything to leak. I want a pure, good test now. Now that I know. Okay, so that's the part that I don't really trust. So let's do the final test there with that hose, okay? So let's watch that hose. Here we go again. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Now I am losing a little bit of pressure, but absolutely not much. And everything seems to be okay in the back here. Yeah, I think we're okay. We're pretty okay. So that radiator is okay. If I can trust this test, but I guess so. I'm putting pressure in, and so we've done that, and for now let's call it a day. And the next time when I've got my parts for the rear, I can put some new seals on the coolant motor, and then I can drain the water out as well. So then we're all set for that. Well, great, I'm pretty happy with this test. So that was it for this week. Now it's a matter of waiting for the parts to arrive, like the belt, the roller bearing, some air filters, some gaskets, etc., etc. I've ordered them all, and I'm just waiting for them to arrive. We're gonna take off the rear so we can go to the engine. We're gonna do some valve clearance, and yeah, the big maintenance on the back side as well. So that will be it for the next week, and I hope you stay tuned, because I enjoy to make the videos again, and I hope you enjoy them. So I hope I see you next week. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to another Chief Pep. I reassembled my oops. So again, these are a real pain in the butt. There is no way to get it out. So now what I'm going to do, it's just the most idiotic system that I've ever seen. So now that the front, without further ado, let's dive into it. So that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. And now it's just a matter of so that was it for this. That will be it for the next week, and I hope you stay tuned because I like it to be back, and I like that you. Because I like to be back, and I hope you are happy to. Because I like to be back. Because I enjoy to make videos again, and I hope you do too. So, no. Because I enjoy making those videos again, and I hope you enjoy them as well. Because I hope.